Hey guys, it's JB from JB Cosplay, and this is the first video. I'm just kind of starting out. We are a month from my next convention, Dragon Con, so I'm trying to scramble to get everything together, but I want to kind of take you on definitely the journey before Dragon Con, and then when we get there at Dragon Con. But just kind of starting out with this one of showing you my progress on my big build that I'm working on for the convention. Hopefully I'll get it done. Is Halo Reach Emile. So I'll kind of show you where I'm at the moment, and just kind of take you through the steps as I work on it to get it done. So this is kind of my setup right now. It's a big mess working in the garage just in case it does happen to start raining. I'm working on currently a shin piece right here and the helmet, which you can recognize as the iconic Emile helmet. The skull goes right on the front here, and then I've got some other pieces over here. So you can see this is what the shin was before I started applying layers of Bondo, which is the step I'm at right now. So I have fiberglass resin the outside and rondoed some of the inside parts, which is a like slush mixture of fiberglass resin and Bondo. And you can see I've got some of the forearm pieces with one layer of Bondo on there. Then I'm going to filler primer and then do it all over again, chest piece and the thigh pieces. For these ones, I did a fiberglass mat on the inside just because of their shape and structure. They wouldn't be good for rondoing just because they don't have any cylindrical shape to them, that all the rondo would just flow right off the edges, because rondo's texture consistency is similar to like milk, a little bit thicker. So I'm just kind of going about and applying some layers, sanding. It's a real tedious process. So this one's almost done with its first layer, and then the helmet. The main thing with this one is getting this front part perfectly smooth. And the reason for that is because I'm going to have to build a vacuum former to vacuum form my own visor, because no one online sells that I've found nice visors for Emile that are just ready to purchase to go on a helmet. And I may make potential visors available if enough people are interested. I'm also going to be posting a lot of pictures on the Halo forum if any of you guys are on there, and go from there. So I've been using this all-purpose putty right here, which is pretty similar to the Bondo auto body filler putty that they have. And when I went to go purchase some, they actually didn't have any of the auto body filler available, so I just purchased this in a nice big like container here. It's just under just a little bit above 7.5 pounds for the container, so a nice big container that'll hopefully get through all of my armor pieces. And so far it's worked great. I have worked with the auto body filler beforehand, and this is pretty comparable. The nice thing about it is it's sandable in 15 minutes. So there is a kind of good and bad to that. As you can see from my nice pile of scrap putty, is it does like to harden pretty quickly, so you kind of have to work a little fast or in smaller batches, but that's still not too bad. That means you can get a lot more done, or it's ready to sand a lot faster, which is not a bad thing. For me, I've been so far sanding with 120 grit sandpaper just to get a lot of the bulk off, and get it relatively smooth before I fill a primer and then go with another layer. Again, a really tedious process. One thing that I found helps a lot with especially the flat areas is a nice sander. I've been using this corner cat sander that I've had for a while, and I just threw a 120 pad on here, and it is great for getting down the really kind of bumpy areas. I'm not the greatest at applying layers of Bondo, so sometimes it comes out kind of patchy and not as smooth as I could get it with the spreader on there. So this definitely helps a lot. Takes out a lot of the roughness and bulk before I go in to hand sand, and really helps out a lot with my hands and cramping and things like that. So if you do have one of these, definitely recommend it. You do not need it. You can just hand sand everything. It will take a little bit longer, but definitely recommend these, and you can pick them up for 20-30 bucks, if not on Craigslist for maybe even cheaper. Depends on where you're at or what's being offered around your area. This is just a corded option, so definitely cheaper than getting a cordless orbital or cat finish sander, but definitely helps out a lot. Okay, so that is pretty much where I'm at the moment with Halo Reach Emile build. I'm going to be doing kind of progress videos and showing you different things that I'm doing with this and how I'm doing it, and also taking pictures, and I'm going to start a forum thread on the Halo forum, so definitely stay up to date or check me out on that. I'll probably have links in the description later on once I get that started. And again, I apologize, I'm wearing my coveralls just so I don't get my clothes all covered in Bondo dust and putty and stuff like that, and my hair's a mess and I'm all sweaty because it is bloody hot. I'm actually in Georgia and it is 94 degrees and super humid, so it is terrible. See, I've got the fan here blowing, so while I sit in the chair and sand, at least I've got a little bit of air. But yeah, check back again. This is JB from JB Cosplay, and peace out, guys.